you're ready, let's all find a comfortable seated posture. We will be integrating a mudra into practice this morning, so I always like to teach the mudra ahead of time so we don't have to interrupt flow to get there. It's very similar to making a peace sign, but the tips of the ring finger and the thumb sit right atop the tip of the thumb. And we want to try not to press it out, but to keep a circle. So you're forming a circle with the index finger, pinky finger, and thumb. And the other two fingers are as straight as you are able in kind of a peace sign position. And we'll just get to that in a moment. So let's be free of mudra, but know when I say we're going into prana mudra, that this is the gesture. So when you're ready to find a comfortable seat, and the last couple of weeks, I've been encouraging folks to switch it up. So if right foot is normally in front of left, to shift it up, put left foot in front of right. And my guess is if you do that regularly, you'll stop noticing a difference. So it just really helps to balance the musculature, and it also makes new connections in our neural pathways. So let's just begin, hands up or down, whatever comes naturally in the moment. And then take some time to soften your gaze downward, or if preferred, close the eyes. And silently say to yourself, I am here. 3 times, I am here, I am here, I am here. Drawing attention inward. As you begin to sensitize to the quality of your breath, its depth, its rhythm. Its felt location in your body. Your sense of effort or ease as you breathe. The challenge or ease of noticing the breath. Feeling into your capacity to concentrate this morning. Concentration is challenging what seems to be distracting you. Try to note that without engaging with it, just aware of, oh, this is what's distracting me. And letting it simply be okay that you're distracted. We all are distracted at times. One of the gifts of regular practice of yoga is the minimizing of distraction, especially when we focus on it. So yoga trains the mind towards stillness, toward moment-to-moment presence and focus. And the hope and the ideal of that is that we begin to practice it off the mat. Especially when the mind is racing in directions that don't feel helpful. That creates stress, depression, or anxiety. And it's not about practicing repression, because it's important to acknowledge how we feel, to explore how we feel, to understand how we feel, but equally important to become aware of how the mind contributes to our felt sense. How sometimes thoughts fuel negative patterns. And how we can utilize practice, the managing of our thoughts, the concentration on sensation and breath as focal points to support us in unhooking from unhelpful patterns. So back to the felt sense of breath. And as you hold that felt sense of breath in your awareness, to also expand your awareness to include the felt sense of your body. Body and breath together in your awareness. Noticing places of tension and ease. Alert to any adjustments you might desire to make in your posture to feel more upright. And more comfortable as we sit together for a bit longer. So really attune to where you're feeling the breath. And also attune to an assessment of the level and quality of your energy this morning. So if one symbolized feeling completely depleted, exhausted, in Sanskrit, we'd say feeling really tamasic, really heavy. And the 10 was a high level of agitation or anxiety. The 5 would be a sense of perfect balance. Where do you sit on that scale? And hold that without judgment. You don't need to tell a soul. Just come into truth with yourself. Where does your energy live this morning? I'm going to work on a slightly energizing practice this morning. So if any of you are sitting on that scale of 10, where your anxiety, maybe even 8 to 10, where your energy is just really high, maybe a little too high, I will be offering some options at different times for variations that aren't quite as energetic. So I'd really like you to heed that if you're finding yourself between 8 and 10. So just not over-energized this morning. And our mudra will help to facilitate energy. And you can simply determine whether or not that's true for you as we move through class, and especially when we come to the end and reassess. So we're going to find that prana mudra by bringing the very tips of the ring finger and pinky to the very tip of the thumb, forming a circle, and then straightening out the first 2 fingers, the index finger and the middle finger. Let them be as straight as feels comfortable in a peace sign. Now, if your energy sits on the lower end of the scale, below 8, have the arms bent as mine are, with the palms facing forward. But if you're already feeling an enormous amount of energy this morning, Keep the mudra, but rest the hands, palms up on the mat. And together here, we'll simply take some time to notice. First, becoming alert of the breath. And where the focus of the breath seems to be right now. Some might find an emphasis of breath in the chest and lungs. So you're just noticing what you do feel. And while Prana Mudra supports energizing the body, it also supports us in allowing all our feelings to find a place within ourselves and within the world. We use it to support the release of limiting beliefs in a way that allows us to cultivate feelings of optimism, trust, and confidence. So sitting just for about another half minute on your own with the mudra. And simply notice what is arising within your own experience. Maybe even holding a positive quality such as optimism, trust, or confidence in your awareness. And to use practice to mindfully cultivate that. Trying 3 more breaths here. Not quite yet, but in a moment when I welcome you to release the gesture, to continue to observe with openness. And just notice if you notice any internal shifts or changes in thought and breath quality, in felt sense of breath. So when you feel ready now to gently, slowly relax the hands, fingers. If arms are up, release hands, palms up to the lap. And just settle for a moment. Notice where in the body you most easily feel the breath. Be aware of your state of mind. And open to the cultivation of positive qualities and focus throughout our practice this morning. From here, I welcome you to turn your hands, palms face down on your knees. And imagine yourself sitting inside a large cylinder. And as you exhale, round the spine so the center of the back reaches toward the back of that cylinder. And then gently lean into the left side of the cylinder. And press the belly and chest forward into the front of the cylinder. And then roll around into the right side of the cylinder and again to the back. And circle around slowly 2 more times in this direction. Trying to gently scrape along the sides of that cylinder. Finish the 3rd round with the chest pressing forward. And then transition, reverse direction. Allow the movement to be one that's supportive and feels relatively safe and comfortable in the body. Completing the 3rd circle in this direction, again with the belly and chest forward. And here we can take the bridge of the nose slightly to the sky in a seated cow position. And now on exhale, cat pose, round the back, tuck the chin. And then inhale, belly and chest ease forward, bridge of nose up, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. 3 more sets following your breath. And begin to fix attention on the fluidity of your movements. Where there's tension, welcome, release. Where there's discomfort, to welcome adaptation, to adjust the pose, to minimize that. When done with those movements, rise up to a tall seated pose. Let the left hand or fingertips be at the floor at the side of the body. Raise the right arm high overhead. Lengthen as if you were trying to touch the crown of the head and fingertips to the sky. Soften the right shoulder down. Relax the jaw. Feel the fingertips in the sky and the fingertips on the earth at the same time. Bring both sets of fingers to your attention. Feel grounded and lifted. And on your next exhale, sink deeply into the left fingers or hand as you now lean or up over to your left. And as you inhale, rise back up to touch the sky. And 3 more following the pace of the breath. Keeping the right buttock hip grounded. As you explore taking the pose a little deeper on every exhale. The last time you slip into the pose, I'd like to welcome you to hold. Maybe you hold a little bit before your edge and utilize the first 2 or 3 breaths in the pose to deepen. Releasing preconceived ideas about where you should be and welcoming the cues of the body as guides to how you explore movement. What does the body need? How do you best care for the body? Hold on 2 to 3 more breaths. And whenever your breaths are done, inhale, rise up, lengthen tall again. Feel the touch of the hand or fingers on the ground. Feel the fingertips extending to the sky. And sit for a moment, both sit bones grounded. Can you feel both sets of fingertips at the same time? Cultivating dharana, concentration on a felt sense in the body. 2 more breaths. When you're done, keep left fingers grounded as you exhale the right arm down through T position. And allow the right hand to assume the same position as the left. Touching the earth through fingertips, through palm. It will depend on the length of your arms. Take the shoulders, both shoulders up, roll the shoulders back, reconnect hands or fingers to the ground, sit tall. And not only feeling the fingertips and the surface beneath them, but feel the surface that you're sitting on. Sensitize to all the places in the body that are touching the ground. So from the ground, we sustain stability and groundedness, even when building energy. So hold on here for 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, take the left arm up into the sky. Ease the left shoulder down, spine is tall. Feel the touch of the right fingers or hand on the earth. Feel the extension of the left fingers into the sky. Sit bones grounded. And just pause here, trying to feel the fingertips of both hands at the same time. That qualitative difference of fingertips touching the floor and trying to feel fingertips that are suspended in the sky. Something more gross, the fingertips on the floor. Something more subtle, the fingertips in the sky. Take a deep inhale when ready. And on exhale, lean, arc over to the right. In and out 3 times, your pace, follow the breath. Possibly deepening a little time each time you come in. And after you've gone in and out 3 times, I'd like you to come in a 4th time for a hold. Keeping the sit bones grounded, reaching through the fingertips. Tracing that long, beautiful line, the arc of the body. Feel flow of breath and movement of breath in the lungs and ribs. And remind yourself, I am here. 2 more breaths now. And when you're done on the inhale, rise up. When up, stay up and welcome the right arm up. Fingers coming back to Prana Mudra. So the pinky and the ring finger fold into the tip of the thumb, forming a circle. The other 2 fingers like a peace sign, straight and spread wide. Soften the shoulders down. If shoulder concerns make it difficult to hold the arms overhead, bend the elbows as little or as much as you'd like. Pause a moment, find breath. And notice where you feel the breath. And 2 more breaths here. And when you're done, arms open to T position. And the arms slowly float to the ground. Relax the hands, the arms completely. Give yourself just a moment in stillness, just another moment seated. And whenever you feel ready, I'd like to welcome you to open eyes. Please place cushions off to the side. And let's continue with movement, lying down on our bellies. We'll take the hands forward in crocodile position. So right hand is resting on top of the left. Hands forming a pillow for your forehead. So lay the forehead down. And as you come down onto the belly, feel into the spine and the legs and adjust so the body's resting along a very straight line. If able, bring the big toes and heels together or toward one another. And keep your nose pointing down as you inhale and float the head away from the hands. And as you exhale, lower the forehead back to the hands. 4 more times at the pace of your breath. And if I were to recommend one pose for every body, it would be some variation of a belly down movement to support back health. To counter the effects of gravity on the spine. When you're done moving in and out, float the head away from the hands, noses pointing down. For anyone who'd like to take it a little deeper, Sphinx pose, elbows move toward waist, coming up onto the forearms. Keeping the pelvis, the pubic bone grounded. Notice any tendency to squeeze in the buttocks. And while the buttocks do engage some in this pose, see if you can relax them so there's not an excessive squeezing, which can cause discomfort and tightness in the SI joint. Find the breath wherever you are and explore holding for 3 more breaths. When your breaths are done, if in Sphinx, move the elbows further apart and slowly lower the spine down. And as you come down, move the arms to the side body and turn the head to face right. Feel for a moment your right arm and left leg. And this will be what we lift first. So on the inhale, stretch or lengthen, and then lift right arm, left leg and head, nose points to floor. As you exhale, lowering, the head turns left, and you soften completely once you've lowered. Make that an essential piece of this, that softening, that voluntary release of the body. Left arm, right leg now, inhale, lift, head lifts, nose points down. And as you exhale, alternating head direction again as you lower and release. Let's do 2 more each side with breath. Inhale when ready, right arm and left leg and head. Exhale, alternating head direction again as you release. And then left arm, right leg, inhale, lift. Exhale, release, and soften. We'll add a hold here. So inhale, right arm, left leg, gazes down. Try flexing the left foot, push through the heel, see how that feels. And then relax the left foot, notice how that feels. Can you hold it for 3 more breaths? Maybe yes, maybe no. Honor the needs of your body. When your breaths are done, release down, head turning left. And when you're down again, voluntarily soften everything. Find left arm, right leg. And as you inhale, raise left arm, right leg. Gazes down. Flex the right foot toe, so toes toward me, push through the heel of the right foot, and then relax the right foot, and stay 3 more breaths, and 2. When you're done, let the exhale take you all the way down Release and soften. If legs have separated, draw them closer. We'll lift arms, chest and head. So anchor the pelvis and the feet on the ground. And before lifting, bring the hands back to Prana Mudra. So thumb and ring finger together, other fingers in the peace sign. And reach with the arms. And as you inhale, rise up into a half boat. Tuck the chin a little and hold and breathe. And stay for 3 breaths. 2. Take your time. When you're done, exhale, release, changing head direction. Keep the mudra for now, but let everything else soften. We'll repeat that one more time. So we'll do a 3-breath hold again. So with your mudra, inhale, reach with the arms, lift the chest and head, nose is pointing down. Feel the breath. Feel the pose. Take your 3 breaths. And when you're done, ease it down. Let the hands and arms relax completely. And again, feel and follow the breath. So I'd like to offer options here. So we'll use the mudra again, either returning to both arms, chest and head, or adding legs if that's appropriate this morning. So find your mudra, straight peace sign fingers. And on the inhale, lengthen and lift, either both arms, chest and head, or both arms, both legs, chest and head. Gaze is down, breath is full. And let's hold for 4 breaths. Maybe exploring, does it feel different to hold without the mudra? And return to it. When your 4 breaths are done, or however many breaths you've chosen, let the exhale take you down. Soften completely once you're down. Let the knees bend and gently sway the feet side to side. And feet find stillness. Feet come back to the ground. And hands can move beneath the shoulders to press up first to table pose. Knees stepping beneath the hips. Fingers wide. Head first to child, so elbows bend, forehead lowers toward the ground. And eventually the buttocks reach as far back to the heels as the body allows. Take a nice deep breath into the back body. And when ready, inhale, come to table. Wrists slightly forward of shoulders. Chakravarkasana, moving in and out. So imagine a cup of tea balanced between your shoulder blades and balanced on your sacrum. Firm the tummy a little. Find right arm, left leg again. And on inhale, right arm goes forward, the left leg reaches behind. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, release. Keep those teacups balanced. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, release. And again, inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, release. And left arm, right leg, inhale. Exhale, release. We're gonna add a hold. So inhale, right arm, left leg, right hand moving into Prana Mudra. So thumb, ring finger, pinky together, other fingers in a peace sign, reach and hold. And stay for 4 breaths. And stay for 3. Give it 2 more. When you're done, exhale, hand and knee to mat. Pause and inhale. Then exhale, head first to child again. Bend the arms, forehead toward the floor, buttocks toward the heels. And here we take 3 deep, full breaths into the back body. As you complete your breaths, wait for an inhale, pull up to table. Once you're in table, find left arm, right leg. And on inhale, left arm forward, right leg behind. Left hand forms back into Prana Mudra. Find the breath and hold. Deep inhale, full exhale for 4 breaths. And stay 3. Give it 2 more breaths. When done, hand and knee find mat. Head first again into child pose, then the elbows, forehead toward the floor, buttocks toward the heels. And once again, 3 deep, full breaths into the back body. Creating space for all that is arising. And holding it with a sense of trust and confidence. 2 more breaths here. When done, inhaling table, exhaling into a bent knee, down dog. So bending the knees as you reach the tail back, maybe swaying the hips a little side to side, reaching back with that tail, finally landing in center, rising high onto all 10 toes. And as you exhale, lower the heels down. Inhale back up onto the toes. Exhale, lower the heels down. 2 more times. Inhale, rise onto the toes. Exhale, heels reach toward the earth. And last time, inhale high on the toes. And exhale, heels reach to the earth and hold. Tail reaching back, neck, head, jaw relaxed for 3 more breaths. And stay 2. When you're done, bend the knees a lot and walk the feet carefully into ragdoll pose, soft forward fold, neck and head release. And as you inhale through T position to standing, form the hands back into Prana Mudra and bring the arms up and overhead. Arms a little wider than the shoulders. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. And simply stop in a tall and open standing posture. Silently repeating to yourself, I am here. 2 more breaths. When done, let hands release, lower the arms down to your side before bringing hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer position at the heart. And again, stating to yourself, I am here. And what I feel and think and believe is of value, optimism, and trust. Let the arms release when ready. We're going to move toward the front of the mat. We're going to move through a half salutation 2 times, and then we'll work with some other things. So hands at heart, shoulders down. Relax the jaw. And when you're ready, inhale, sweep up, maybe with Prana Mudra. Feel free to experiment. Exhale, bend the knees, swan dive, fold forward. On inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, knees are bending as you fold. Ground and sweep up on inhale, stretch up and look up. And as you exhale, hands draw to the heart. And then again, inhale, sweep up. Swan dive, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ground the feet, arms like wings. Inhale, pick it all the way up. And exhale, palms of hands join as you center the hands at the heart. Steady in the moment, aware of breath, aware of where your attention and focus are, aware of the trueness of your presence or absence without any judgment. So letting the arms release, allowing the feet to step to hip width. And here we'll begin by stepping the left foot back. We're going to practice that little bit of movement where we're going from a warrior 1 pose, and we'll be playing with Prana Mudra if you desire, to stalk position. So you might find that you adjust your stance for this a little bit. So I just want you to have a moment to play with this, and then I'll lead it in a more mindful way, but to try to find your foot position first. So what we want to do is we bend the front knee and we're leaning a little forward to start to transition our weight toward that right leg. And we lean into that leg and we draw the left leg forward and up. And then with focus, we start to reach that left leg back to reestablish the stance. So if you're a little shorter for more steadiness here, that's fine. And if you find you need to kind of glide your foot on the floor to support your balance, that's fine as well. And your knee doesn't need to come super high up. Your stalk pose might look more like this. So the knee is down a little bit. So important is focus for any balancing pose. So drishti can be helpful. And if Prana Mudra is of curiosity and interest to you, we can work with the Prana Mudra to work the pose. So we're going to start with the left foot back. Can you hear my neighbor's lawnmower? I apologize for that if you can. Hopefully my sound settings will shift that out a little. If you like the Prana Mudra, you can establish that now. Shoulders are soft. Let's bend the right knee over the ankle, drawing the arms forward and up. We'll start in the warrior stance, soften the shoulders, and really sense a feeling of strength, groundedness, and confidence here. Stay here, inhale.
stay here, exhale. And on the next inhale, lean a little forward and draw that left knee up. And then exhale, step it back. So we're going to come in 3 times. The third time in stalk we'll hold. So inhale, lean a little forward, draw that left knee up. Exhale, slowly step the knee back. This is great for core strength. Here's our hold. So inhale, draw that left knee forward and up, soften the shoulders. Keep your focal point. Really reach the fingertips toward the sky, whether or not you're in a mudra. And again, if shoulder issues make this uncomfortable, you can bring the arms down. Full deep breaths for 3 more. And stay for 2. Give it 1 more breath. Keep that focal point. As you're ready, slowly reach that left foot back, bend the right knee back to warrior pose. You can have arms high up, elbows bent, arms drawn back, whatever variation serves you this morning. Get that focal point again and ground here with a sense of openness, a sense of leaning into possibility for 3 more breaths. And stay 2. Hold on 1 more breath. As ready, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bring hands or fingertips to floor or blocks. And step the right foot back to plank pose. Firm the tummy in plank. Press through the heels. And always know that it's fine to take the knees down. Full deep breaths for 4. And stay for 3. Give it 2 more breaths. When done, I do encourage you to take the knees down. Shift the hips about halfway back toward the heels. Bend your elbows, let the chest and chin dive toward the floor, controlling the movement with the hands, land on the belly. Stretch the arms out alongside the body. Bring the hands into Prana Mudra. Inhale back into either half or full boat. So upper body only or upper body and both legs. Reach back with the fingertips, hold for 3. And hold for 2. Offer it another breath. When done, hands under shoulders. We're going to press up to table, inhaling. Exhaling, buttocks toward heels, child pose. 3 deep back body breaths in child. And then when you're ready, inhale to table. Exhale to downward dog. Stay 2 full breaths in down dog. And when you're done, feet to hands again. Forward fold, take your time, neck and head relaxed. Ground the feet. And on inhale, arms like wings, head aligns with shoulders, long spine rising up, maybe with your mudra. Arms wider than the shoulders. Shoulders softening down, pause. And breathe. Sense your energy. Be alert to all sensations in the body. Sometimes when we raise energy, we raise heat. And then on an exhale, release the arms down. Bring the hands to prayer position at the heart. And again, pause. And sense the breath. And remind yourself once again, I am here. Arms releasing to the sides of your body. We're gonna prepare for our warrior and our stalk on the opposite side. So this time we step back with the right. And as we did on the other side, maybe take a moment to bend the knee into warrior and just make sure you've found the best stance for your pose. And we'll start with the warrior. So left knee bent over the ankle, right leg, right foot grounded. And let's inhale the arms overhead, Prana Mudra, or elbows bent at the side. Arms can draw back if you take the arms to the side. And let yourself pause and breathe here. Steady and alert, grounded. And we'll move on an inhale, so no rush. On the inhale, lean forward, get the body's weight forward over that left leg as you rise up into stalk. And then exhale, keep that focal point, land back into warrior. And inhale, playful, bring it up. It's not the end of the world if this doesn't go well. Exhale, work back. It's really good for balance, really good for core strength. We're gonna hold the next stalk. So when you're ready, draw it forward, get that focal point, relax the shoulders. Find the right position for your hands and arms. And let's hold and breathe here for 4. Nice full breaths. Stay 3. Give it 2 more breaths. When done, keep your focal point, move slowly, reach back with that right leg and come back to your warrior, arms straight or bent. Find the breath, focal point, and moving into that place of connection with your feelings and cultivating a sense of trust and optimism for 4. And stay 3. Give it 2 more breaths. Different transition this time. When ready, inhale the arms up. As you exhale the arms down, shift weight forward. Bring the right foot to the floor, next to the left, hands at the heart. Back to Samastiti, balanced pose. Pause here, breathe. And feel. We'll move into our half moon series here. So arms at side, feet align at hip width or a little bit closer. So see where you find your stable centered point. Left hand can be on the left hip and the right arm rises overhead. And again, there's the option of using the mudra. So ground the feet, inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, let the hips displace a little to the right as you bend to the left. And inhale, open it back up. 3 more times, you're moving at the pace of your breath. Try to maintain equal distribution of weight in both feet, in all 4 points of both feet. And the last time you're in, hold. Gaze forward or up to the arm. Full deep breaths. Notice the quality of the breath. the quality of your energy as you hold for 3 more. And stay 2. When you complete the final breath here, inhale, rise up, keep your right arm up, take the left arm up as well. And on the exhale, bend the knees and swan dive fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Bend the knees and fold, release on exhale. And as ready, inhale, fly up again, stretch tall, reach up, look up, palms together, hands to heart. Settle a moment. Can you feel breath and the felt sense of feet on the floor? Breath and soles of feet in awareness at the same time. Fully alert, fully present to both those experiences. Cultivating the capacity to hold attention in one place. To stay out of the litany of thought. Let the arms release. Let the right hand find the hip. Take the left arm overhead, possibly Prana Mudra. Stand tall, inhale, grow long. Exhale, hips displace a little left as you lean and reach over to the right. And at your pace, inhale, rise out. 3 more times, following the breath. Let the breath lead. And the last time in, I'd like to welcome you to hold. Hips displaced a little left as the whole left body grows long. Find ground. Feel the feet. Feel the arc of the body. Feel the movement of breath. I am here. Take your time when your 4 breaths are complete. Let the inhale bring you up again. And exhale, let the arm come down and allow the hands to meet at the chest in front of the heart. Pause in stillness a moment. If you're facing the long edge of your mat, please turn to face the short edge, standing up toward the front in preparation to coming to the floor. So on inhale, sweep tall. Swan dive on exhale, fold all the way forward, fingertips or hands to blocks or to the floor. Let's step back to table pose. From table, go head first, again, to child pose. Allow the arms this time to remain outstretched by the side of the head. And as you pause here, let the palms initially be open, palms down. And notice how this feels with palms down. And then join the fingers in Prana Mudra. And notice now. And maybe alternate for pure curiosity in and out of the mudra. Staying a breath or two in each, to notice the quality and placement of the breath, and aware of other sensations or thoughts that might arise as you explore the pose with and without the gesture. Give yourself a few more breaths to explore if you'd like. But whenever you do feel complete, I'd like to welcome you to transition onto your back. And we'll begin on our back with knees bent. And we're going to go right to some pelvic tilts before our closing sequence. So arms can either rest at your side or on your chest or belly. Let's start on exhale, drawing the navel toward the spine, letting the lumbar, the lower back, flatten toward the earth. And as you inhale, relax all the muscles of the abdomen as you let the lower back arch away from the floor. Exhale, navel to spine, belly contracts as the lower spine flattens into the earth. And as you inhale, the abdomen is relaxed as you arch the lower back away from the ground. And follow the breath in and out, as if the movement is actually rolling on the breath. Let the arms now be at your side, palms down if possible. And as you exhale and flatten the back into the ground, begin to press into the feet, reach through the knees and lift into bridge. It might be a full bridge. It might be part bridge. And then exhale, release, soften. Inhale, sorry, exhale, flatten and lift. Try that 2 more times with the breath. The last time you lift into bridge, allow yourself to hold. Nice full breaths, and you choose the length of that holding. It might be short, it might be a breath, it might be as much as 5 to 6 breaths. Try adding Prana Mudra, either with the arms at the side or arms overhead. Does it change? Does it support? Does it do something but you're not quite sure what? That can often be the case with mudra. When you feel done with your bridge and you come out, rest with the spine on the back, the spine on the floor for a moment. Let the body rest in a neutral spine position. I am here. And after the spine has rested neutral for a bit, bring one knee and then the other into chest, so you're holding both knees in. And maybe you'll circle, or maybe you'll rock side to side, or maybe you'll hold in stillness. See what feels just right. And there's no rush, but when you're ready, arms move to T position. And you gently lay the knees over to the right as you allow the head to turn to the left. Hands relaxed or in Prana Mudra. Face and jaw relax. Body settling and always adjusting as needed for ease in the twist. Shouldn't feel strain in the back. If you feel strain in the back, experiment with a cushion between the knees or beneath the knees. There's strain in the neck or shoulders, lower the arms. Like, how do you design this pose so it's perfect for your body? So that you can be relatively comfortable. Stiram Sukham. Sukham refers to the comfortable. Stiram is a steadiness, a capacity to be present is how I think of stiram. When I'm uncomfortable, it's hard to be present. So when we meditate, we want to find a comfortable, alert position that we can sustain with ease. Otherwise, it's really hard to focus. 3 more breaths on this side. And when done, to inhale it all to center. And exhale, same asana, same posture, other side. And you seek that ease again, so the 2 sides can be quite different characters. I am here. Yoga speaks of different flows of energy in the body known as the vayus, and vayu means wind. And prana mudra stimulates what's known as the prana vayu, which is an upward movement of energy. It's what gets us out of bed in the morning. What motivates us to take a walk or exercise. It supports focus and concentration. It's a current of energy that moves around the heart. Supports the cultivation of positive feelings while dissolving negativity. Three more breaths. Whenever you are done, to inhale to center. Apanasana in center, both knees to chest. And eventually laying out in Shavasana for final relaxation. Please note, I anticipate running about 3 minutes over, 3 to 5 minutes over. If you need to get off screen on time, to please feel free to honor that. I apologize for my tardiness this morning. So take time to move and adjust the body in a way to find that sense of relative ease.
to minimize distractions at the level of the body. So the whole being is offered an opportunity to really release here. So find the container of the body. Feel the shape and the position of that container. And say to yourself silently 3 times, I am here. I am here in this moment. I am here in this body. I am here to care for and support myself. And with each exhale, let there be a felt sense of I am here. Not a thinking sense of I am here, but a felt sense as you soften, release, and let go. Let go and let go and let go. Please allow your breath to deepen and also awaken the body with really easy, gentle, kind movement. And then as you're ready to find your way to seated, possibly holding Prana Mudra, can hold it in W position or palms up on the lap. You choose, or you choose not to use it. And I offer you here a moment to again check in with yourself. To sensitize to the effects of your practice. To again say to yourself, I am here. All I feel is valid. And I open to creating space for the releasing of limiting your beliefs. I have feelings, they're valid, but there's room to release limiting beliefs, beliefs that hold me back. And with gratitude for this time, releasing the gesture, bringing hands to prayer at the heart. And if you'd like, please join me in the chant of Om, drawing in a breath. Om, peace, peace, peace. May each of you and may all beings everywhere know happiness, peace, and freedom from suffering. Thank you all very much for joining me this morning. Have a great week. Namaste.